This is a new feature in SOLIDWORKS 2011. It actually is a walkthrough feature that allows you to kind of walk through your grounds, around your buildings, up your floors, around your, into your plant kind of situation, so you can actually see the way you've got it laid out. And it's very simple to do. It's simply, we created a sketch that you can see here, right here on the asphalt here. It goes around inside our building and kind of makes a couple of curves, turns around to a couple of key points. It's very simple to do. Just go into your display manager, right click on your walkthrough and say add walkthrough. It gives us a top plane reference, our vertical direction, and then it gives us 1650 millimeters, which is basically our line of sight. This is what we're going to be saying is basically a person walking on that asphalt. We're then going to pick the asphalt itself as one of our motion constraints, and also we're going to pick that sketch, that spline. Okay, so then we're going to take a look. We're just going to go in down and say capture walkthrough. And at this point, we can go in and say we want to constrain this thing on the asphalt itself. So here you see we are at the asphalt. Using my mouse, I can turn to the left and to the right. I can look up and down. And I can also use the wheel to roll forward. Now, this thing also has curb feelers, if you would. It also has detection or interference detection, so it won't allow me to go up on the curb or in the grass. So it stays there where it's at. I can also change this now and say I want to follow the spline itself. Now there's a couple of ways of following this. Just with the mouse wheel will actually allow me to roll in and out, or I can use the button here. Now this also allows me to turn to the left, and it allows me to turn to the right. So I can look and pan over my situation where I'm at so I can see, and then I can start walking again. You can also use your W on your keyboard. As you see there, move forward, W, or up. So if I just click on my W on my keyboard, it still moves me forward in a little bit smoother, fluid motion. Now, the walkthrough will actually follow the sketch that I place. So it goes straight through and goes in around to the back of the building. And you'll see just in a second how it gets inside the building, and then it starts around. As we turn this last turn here, we go into the building. There we are, and we're going around inside. Now if you wanted to stop in here somewhere and just take a pan, you can. I mean, if you wanted just to stop there and say, okay, now I want to look around. So you just kind of look around, see how things are set up, see where they're at. Okay, look back around again. So you get a good idea of settings and where everything is at. It helps people kind of know the layout of the land. You can go in here, and we'll just stop right here. You can also pan to the side, and then you can look up. So you can kind of use your mouse and kind of look up at the features that you've got there. So up on the second floor there, you might want to see something in particular you're looking for. But then we just keep walking, and we continue around till we get to the end of the spline. And at that point, of course, we can turn around and we can look back around at some of the components that we've got there. Now, if we wanted to back up just a little bit, we could say, okay, I want to back up, and let's just say right there. And from this point on, I want to record what's going on. So I'm going to click the little red button to record, and then I'm going to start walking again. And here, I'm going to look up to see what's going on up here. Maybe something in particular that I want to point out at this point. Then I'm going to come back down. Then I'm going to continue to walk around the curve while I'm recording. Okay, so just like that. And then I click OK to accept it. Okay, now once I get through with the walkthrough, then I can come back over here and say, okay, now I want to play back the walkthrough. Okay, now this is just playing back where we started recording it at, and we see here that we're going back and taking a look at some of the features that we've got here and taking a really good look at them. Not only can you do this here on the computer itself, but you can also, once you get to this point, you can also say, okay, I also want to create or generate a video so that I can send this out to somebody. Now we can go in here and say, yeah, I want to save it. That's good there. This, see how that works. Click OK. Now as it starts to create its own video, you'll see it walk through again. It'll take a look again, move it around to see the parts that we just did, and give us a video of this particular walkthrough. Of course, you're seeing a video now of the walkthrough while I'm doing it, so it's kind of the same thing, but even a little bit better because you don't have to have any movie making software to do it with. It's all encapsulated into SolidWorks. It's a little bit slower whenever you're making the movie, but you can roll it around. See this thing going toward the end now. Stopping there, and then it should be moving on to the end of my line. Where it should stop. Now I can go in at that point and actually pull up that video clip. I can double click on it and we'll see exactly what was captured really quick. So you see here, this is actually the video that was shot, and this particular codec's a little bit shaky, but you get the idea that you can create your own video as you walk through. Hope this has been informational, and I hope you guys have fun with SolidWorks 2011. If you have any questions, you can always reach us at 501-835-6868, or you can go to our website